Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Learn Together. Let's start the further discussion. Now see that how our substances move into the cell and move out of the cell. Substances move with the process of diffusion and osmosis. In the diffusion process, substances move from high concentration region to low concentration region. Oxygen enters the cell when concentration is higher. Outside the cell, concentration is higher than the inside the cell. See, outside the cell, concentration is high and inside the cell, concentration is less. So, oxygen enters the cell from high concentration region to low concentration region, right? Oxygen enters outside the cell to the inside the cell. Carbon dioxide moves out of the cell. Carbon dioxide moves out of the cell when inside the cell concentration is higher than the outside the cell. Inside the cell concentration is high and outside the cell concentration is less. So carbon dioxide moves out of the cell in this condition. Water moves into the cell when concentration is higher. See, outside the cell concentration is high and inside the cell concentration is low. So moves from outside to the inside the cell. Water moves like this way from outside the cell to inside the cell. In this condition, cell gains the water, and when inside the cell concentration is high, see, inside the cell concentration is higher than the outside the cell. Inside the cell concentration is high and outside the cell concentration is low. So water moves from where to where? Water moves from high concentration to low concentration. In this condition, water moves out of the cell. Water moves out of the cell. This process is called osmosis. In this process, water molecules move through plasma membrane. Now all of you got it that how our substances move into the cell and move out of the cell. Now see what has happened when cell put in water solution of sugar or salt. Now see the first diagram. Here concentration is high. Inside the cell concentration is high. And outside the cell concentration is low. So substance water moves from where to where? From high concentration to low concentration. Low concentration, it means water moves out of the cell. Water comes outside the cell. Water moves like this way, high concentration to low concentration region, and this is called hypertonic solution. Concentration of solution outside the cell is less than inside the cell. Due to this, cell loses water and shrinks. Now see the second diagram. Here both sides of the concentration is equal. See, inside the cell concentration and outside the cell concentration both are equal. There is no any difference between concentration of outside the cell and inside the cell. So due to this, say gain equal amount of water which is loosed. Now see the third diagram. Here Here outside the cell concentration is high. Outside the cell concentration is high and inside the cell concentration is low. So water moves from where to where? High concentration to low concentration. So water moves from outside the cell to inside the cell. And see, water moves from outside the cell to inside the cell because outside the cell concentration is higher than inside the cell, and this is called hypotonic solution. Concentration of solution outside the cell is more than inside the cell, and due to this cell gains water. Due to hypotonic solution, cell gains water, cell swells up and maybe burst. Now all of you got it. What is hypertonic solution, isotonic solution and hypotonic solution? Now see, we will understand this one: hypertonic solution, isotonic solution, hypotonic solution with the help of this activity. Put raisins and egg in water solution of sugar or salt. In the first diagram, see, inside the cell concentration is higher than outside the cell. Inside the cell concentration is high and outside the cell concentration is low. So water moves from inside the cell to the outside the cell, from high concentration region to low concentration region, and in this case cell loses the water. This is called hypertonic solution. In the second diagram, concentration of inside the cell and outside the cell is equal. There is no difference between concentration of inside the cell and outside the cell. So same amount of water is lost by cell and gained by cell. And in the hypotonic solution, see, outside the cell concentration is high and inside the cell concentration is low. So in this case, water comes into the cell from outside the cell to the inside the cell, and cell gains water. In hypotonic solution, cell gains water because outside the cell concentration is high and inside the cell concentration is low. So water moves from outside the cell to the inside the cell and cell gains water. Now all of you understood this one: hypertonic solution, isotonic solution and hypotonic solution. Now see this one: cell wall. Cell wall is the outermost covering of plant cells, and cell wall is absent in animal cells. Cell wall is only present in plant cell. It is rigid, strong, porous and non-living structure, and this it's very important. It is made up of cellulose. This question is asked in the examination. And cell wall of two cells are joined by a layer, lamella. See, this is called lamella, joined by a layer, lamella. Now see the functions of cell wall. What is the function? It provides definite shape to the cell, like cell membrane. It provides strength to the cell. It is a permeable and allow substances to enter the cell and exit the cell. It is made up of cellulose. It is permeable and allow substance of different sizes. It is made up cellulose. Now see, this is the nucleus. And nucleus is called the headquarter of the cell. It is very important for the cell. It directs and controls all the cellular activities. In eukaryotic cells have well-defined nucleus, and in prokaryotic cell they don't have well-defined nucleus. Nuclear region is not well defined in prokaryotic cell and known as nucleoid in prokaryotic cells. And see, nucleus contains chromosomes. Here nucleus contains chromosomes. Chromosomes are composed of DNA and protein. Chromosome carries the characters from generation to generation. It carries characters from parents to next generation in the form of DNA. And what is the full form of DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. See, deoxyribonucleic acid. Nucleic acid. You should know that what is the full form of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. Right? Now all of you understood about the nucleus, that what does nucleus contain? It contains chromosomes and chromosomes carries characters from parents to next generation, and chromosome are composed of DNA and protein. Full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. Now see type of cells: prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell is not very advanced cell. It is primitive and incomplete cell. And eukaryotic cell is developed cell. Size of a prokaryotic cell is generally small, and size of a eukaryotic cell is generally large. See, in prokaryotic cell, nuclear region not surrounded by nuclear membrane. See, nuclear region, this region is not surrounded by nuclear membrane in prokaryotic cell, and in eukaryotic cell, nuclear membrane surrounds the nuclear region. Nuclear region is surrounded by nuclear membrane. In eukaryotic cell, it has well-defined nucleus. Eukaryotic cell larger than prokaryotic cell. It has more than one chromosomes, and prokaryotic cell it has only one chromosome. So what's the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? Prokaryotic cell, size of a cell is generally small. Eukaryotic cell, size of a cell is generally large. Prokaryotic cell, nuclear region or nucleoid is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane. See, this one, nuclear region is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane. And eukaryotic cell, nuclear material is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. See, this one, nuclear region is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. It means eukaryotic cell has well-defined nucleus. Nucleolus is absent in prokaryotic cell, and nucleolus is present in eukaryotic cell. Membrane bound cell organelles are absent. In prokaryotic cell, we will study about the cell organelles. So cell organelles are absent in prokaryotic cell. Cell organelles float in the cytoplasm. So cell organelles are not present in prokaryotic cell, absent. And see, here in the eukaryotic cell, cell organelles are present. Cell organelles are present in eukaryotic cell, and in prokaryotic cell, cell division takes place by fission or budding, and In eukaryotic cell, cell division occurs by mitotic or meiotic cell division. Now all of you got it that what's the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? Prokaryotic cell is not advanced type of cell, it is primitive and incomplete cell, and eukaryotic cell is well developed, well defined cells. For example, bacteria, and eukaryotic cell, human, animals, plants, etc. These are the examples of eukaryotic cell. Now see about the cytoplasm, we know it that the liquid part of the cell, jelly-like structure is present inside the cell, is called cytoplasm. Cytosol, the aqueous component of cytoplasm, and cell organelles, these are the internal organs of the cell responsible for carrying out specific jobs to keep the cell alive. See, difference between cytoplasm and protoplasm. We discussed in the first part that protoplasm includes the cytoplasm and the nucleus, and cytoplasm is the part of nucleus. Cytoplasm is the part of protoplasm. Cell organelles are engulfed in a gel-like substance called cytosol and collective known as cytoplasm. And see, there is a question for you that why viruses do not show characteristics of life until they enter in living body. In the next part, we will continue the further discussion of this chapter. Thank you. Have a good one.